Hi everybody, this is Coach in the Fight. This is September 24th, 2017. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Stacy. We've been having a little bit of questions and answers going on today. What we're looking at here is from the Charles Larkin book. This is the Dispensational Truth, or God's Plan and Purpose in the Ages. And we're looking over here on page I think it's 130, and I may need some glasses for this, Stacy. But no, never mind. But we got Stacy here, and she's asking questions. So let's talk about your question. All right.
Okay, my question for you is, now that September 23rd has come and gone, today being September 24th, 2017, what happens now?
Well, September 23rd, officially, according to the Gregorian calendar, yes, it's come and gone. But the event that you're waiting on is not. It's not yet over. You can't say yet that 9/23/2017 is come and gone. Once again, you have to know that 9/23 is man's holiday, no more different than July 24th or July 4th or December 25th. Or, whatever day, January 1st, they don't mean anything. That's man's day. He stuck them on his calendar. He said he saw fit, and he didn't bother to reference God's holy calendar, with the exception of doing stuff that he couldn't figure out. Like he had to go refer to Enoch to find out that there were 12 months. He had to refer to Enoch to find out the cycle of the months and such, and he did that kind of stuff. But he still created his own calendar, no more different than if I was to create my own calendar now. So, but what is more important, or what's really important, is the season in which 9/23 points, and it points to the harvest season of the Lord. Once again, we're talking about the last three feasts of the Bible. Those are trumpets, atonement, and tabernacles. So, what they did was they pointed you to trumpets. In my opinion, they did this just so that they could say that it's come and gone. You need to take your belief out on the Lord. You need to blaspheme the Lord. You need to put your revelations down. You need to call all your buddies up to be reading the Bible and go, ha ha ha, look, you failed again, blah blah blah, and all of that. But what we really need to realize is that the season is not over. Now, I don't know much about the Nerubu planet. I found out about it last week. I don't know much about it. But what I do know is that the things described in Revelations do appear to be a meteor shower or a celestial earth event that, disrupts the planet. But what we need to know, what actually happened on 9/23 was this part right here. Again, this is Charles Larkin's book. This is Daniel and Revelations Compared. If you want to go to Google, do a search for Daniel and Revelations Compared. Look for the images, and then look for one that looks like this and get a large one. And you'll see this exact one. And what you'll see in this section right here of the book, we see the appearance of a sign in heaven. This is a lady, and supposedly it's actually Revelations chapter 12, where, and I wish I had my Bible, I'd read it to you, but Revelations chapter 12, and it occurs here during this part of this chart here on Revelations, and Daniel compared. And you say, well, okay, well, if this is in chronological order, and it's not, then again, this book was written by Charles Larkin. Put your thing right here, Steve. This book was written by Charles Larkin about 100 years ago, and he got some things right and some things wrong. But if you look here, he says that not he, but the Bible seems to point to, or it does point to, Revelations chapter 12, verse 1, points is that it comes at the middle of the tribulation period, implying that we have gone halfway through the tribulation period. Okay, so that's where he believes we're at, is halfway through the tribulation period. And the reason why he believes that is because he believes that it's all in chronological order. But when you come back here before the 7 seals are opened up in chapter 4 and overlap them with chapter 12 up here, you will see that the trumpets have not blown yet. The trumpets, this whole section right here, and I wish I had the technology that I used to have at one point where I could have took this whole section and made it in parallel with this section here, because the trumpets and the vials line up. Now, if I could see my little notebook, I can show you that right quick. But go ahead. You got any more questions, or let me find my book right quick. I thought you had a list of questions. You didn't have them locked or nothing? Let me see my book now.
For a better understanding of this chart, like you said, people could go to Google to enlarge it so that they can look at the specific illustrations that you were talking about.
Go ahead and cancel that one out. I'm going to close it out.
Okay? So, Jesus is Lord.